All right, Gloria. आज हमारा सारा है start now. Start now. All right. So let's start back order. Some of you all. Right, some of you all missed last week. So I just want to do a quick run through on some of the things that we did last week and then start, right? Right, online, you're here, right? Online, you're here. Hey, Collinear, let's start now.
Yes, sir.
I can excuse. Let's start, please. All right, so just a quick review, right? Just a quick review on what we did last week, right? Before we wrap up with vectors. We did displacement vectors. Right, how we found AB again, how many? How we found AB again? How we found AB? How? The alternate route from? Right, the alternate route from A to B along the triangle, right? So the alternate route from A to B would be A to O plus O to B. That's okay. That was the triangular law that we did. That's okay. After that, we looked at adding different things to the adding different points and defining based on what they gave us, right? Anybody can help me find OM? Yeah. A to O to B. You're starting at A and you're finishing at B. Right? So you're starting at A and you're finishing here. So you're going this way. Okay. Right, OM. How we get OM there to the boy? OM is what? Yeah. O to M is what? M is no 1/3, 2/3. M is 1/3 anyway. That will be O to M. O to what? That will be O to A plus A to M. And A to M is what? As I am by. And AM is what, kids? What is AM?
Yes, if you really love to love.
1/3.
Kelly. AM is what? Look at the line. AM is 1/3 of the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So AM is 1/3 of the whole line. Yeah. Okay. So those are the things that we did last week. Today we're moving on to the last geometric definitions, right? So the last two definitions that we need to copy them. The last two things that we need to know is how do we show two vectors are parallel and how do we show that vectors are linear? Come on, sit down. How are we going to show parallel and how are we going to show collinear?
So we are doing just it was not a big together.
Alright, so what's your here? How do we show parallel? Para kaya kung sila. Sorry. How do we show collinear now? Alright, so watch up here. We need to learn about parallel and collinear. Alright, so watch it here. Let's start with parallel. How do we show parallel? So if I give you two vectors, and you have to show that these two vectors are parallel, what you have to do is to show that the vectors are multiples of each other. So for example, if this vector is A, then this vector is a multiple of A. Right? So parallel vectors. See, just anybody. Parallel vectors are multiple of each other. Right? Parallel vectors are multiples of each other. Right. If we look here, we have three vectors. We have these three vectors here. OA, OB, and OC. Right? Which of these vectors are parallel? All right. Which of these vectors here are parallel? Looking at. How about here? Multiples of each other. This thing only works, right? All right. So we are. So watch here. Let's take a look here earlier. How do we know which of these vectors are parallel? All we have to do is check and see which are multiples of each other, right? Are these multiples of these here? Is OB a multiple of OA? Can I multiply anything by OA together? Now, if I multiply this by a half, I'll get 1. But 1 by a half is not 2. Right? So these two are not parallel. Right? So we can conclude that OA is not parallel. Or you draw it again, parallel is this. So you can draw a line, not parallel to OB. Right? So these two are not parallel. What about these two here? How many? What do you think? Are these two parallel? Can you multiply this by anything together? Yeah. Multiply this by 2 and this by 2 and you get it. 2 by 2 is 4, 2 by 1 is 2. That's okay. So it means that these two are parallel. So it means that OA is parallel. The symbols of parallel is 2 arrows to OC. You do that? So OA is parallel to OC. All right, copy that down. So to show parallel, they are multiples of each other, right? Copy it up. I. All right, so in order for us to work out parallel, we have to find the vectors and see if they are multiples of each other. See if we can multiply one of the vectors to get an x. Right? What about OB and OC? Parallel? OB and OC. Now, because you can't multiply this by anything together. That's okay? Clear? Sure? Now for the hard one. The hardest type to do is collinear. Right? What does collinear mean? Collinear means they're on a straight line. So if I say, Ishana, prove that A, B, and C are collinear. How do we prove collinear? Right? We have a few things to prove. Right? So collinear means we have to show that the 3 points are on the same line. Right? Using a vector method. So I'll give you the steps I have to take, right? First step, to prove that it's collinear. This is the hardest thing in vectors, right? To prove collinear, you have 3 things. You have about, let me say 3 things. You have to find AB. You have to find BC. And you have to find AC. So you have 3 things to find: AB, B to C, and A to C. And then you have 2 things to show. You have 2 things to show. Right? And the 2 things you have to show is this. Number 1, you have to show that AB, when you add up this and this, you're going to get AC. So when you add this and you add this, when you add 2 of them together, you're supposed to get the whole line. Okay? And the last thing is this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, but oh, All right, so we have these things to do. So every time you do a collinear question, this is what you have to do. Find here, add it up, and show that when you add up this and this, you'll get the whole thing. Then you have to show that this and this parallel. Once you can show these two things here, it means that it's collinear. Okay. Yeah. So let's try one. Huh? No, computer. Right, so let us try Corona. And let's share it here. There's something that's number. All right. Let's try this here. Remember this one? No, wait, give it over. All right. This is 2017 June. All right. So let's do my favor. Write down the information and pick the diagram. Try that back. You see? Okay, I think go. Okay. Right? Well, check out the gaps. Right, show that please. And let us start the question. Right. Yeah, we diagram there. Yeah, we are. Oh, we diagram. Oh, yeah, the diagram fast. Right, OP is 43, OQ is 50. Just do my favor. Write down what you think PR is. Yeah, look at the info right there. Write down what you think PR is. Right? See if you can find PR. See if you can find PR and QS. By the way. Right? All the info right there. Right. Right, see if we can find PR and see if we can find QL. Based on the information given. Right, so find PS, find PR and QS. Right, so look at all the information I need here. PR is 3 OP. That's all the information I need. Okay. Now we have that, right? So we know that OP is 4-3.
Korean and Mousy niya so there.
Right? OP is 4-3. OQ is 5-0. So what is PR? Right? PR is 3 times OP. So that'll be 12-9. Correct? Yeah? So you're multiplying 3 by OP. You don't know how much stuff is. Right, so PR is 12-9. What about QF? QS is what Kilo. QS is what? Right, 15-0. 3 times. 3 times 9. Anybody confused? Okay with that? Nicholas, you okay with that? Yeah. Right, next one. They want you to find OS and PQ. Okay, diagram. Look at your diagram. OS is what? Look at the diagram. Look at the OS is. Kareem, what do you think OS is? How much? 5. Well, okay. Somehow how we get OS first. OS is what? Look at the whole line. Something plus something. OS is what? OQ plus QF. 9. OQ plus QF. Something other on the line? No? Look at the whole line. Well, looking at phone. Look at the whole line. See OS, making the line footer. What are the parts that make a footer? Right, and then Q to what? Right. Yeah, them up. That's okay. Here you go. See that, right? You go in front line of seeing that. Right, OQ is what? OQ is 50, QS is 15, 0. So the answer is 20, 0. All right. Any questions online? Adele, you okay with that? Yeah. Jared? You're okay with that there? So to get this whole line here, to get the whole line OS, add up OQ and QS. Yes, right. Twins and answers. Right, PQ. How do I get PQ? What did pick on? What did pick on? Yeah, got it. PQ is what? For your line P to Q. So PQ is what? Right, look at the triangle. How we getting from P to Q? How we getting from P to Q? Yeah. So P to Q will be P to O plus O to Q. P to O is what? P to O is what we have grabbed the YouTube. P to O is what? Sure, that's OP. So it is to put a minus sign, right? So that would be -4 -3. Right? And OQ is what? OQ is 50. So -4 plus 5 is 1, -3 plus 0 is minus. RS now. I'm going to align RS there. Try it.
If you're looking lost, so I'm picking on the fine.
How are we going to get RS? Find the alternate root from R term. R term, we have to start with. Well, you put your lines on top of the letter there. Okay, so that's that. So we get RO. You have to do find OR, right? Find OR first and then of course change the time. You have to get OR, right? So it's that we don't get. Right, so we need to get, in order for us to get RF, in order for us to get RF, we have to go R to O, and then we go to, I did not find RO, so I have to go back and find OR. OR is OP plus PR, right? And OP is what? OP was 4.3, PR was 12.9. So the answer is 16.12. So if I know OR, how do I get RO? Change the sign, right? Change the sign. So that'll be negative 16 minus 16 minus 12 plus OF. Where is OF? OF is 22. So I am getting 4 minus 12. All right. So the last part says, what's the relationship between PQ and RS? PQ is 1 minus 3 and RS is 4 minus 12. What is the relationship between them? Yes, sir. What do you think? What do you think is the relationship? So now you have to go back to collinear parallel and thing. What do you think is the relationship between these two here? They can multiple, they are multiples of each other. So what does that mean? Yeah. No, we can't show collinear. We don't have enough things. We don't have enough things. Collinear means they're on the same line. So we can't prove that with no information. But this is a multiple of this, right? If you multiply PQ by 4. Once you getting this? So it means that RS is 4 times PQ. So they are what? Parallel. That's okay? Good. So they are parallel. Okay? So because they are multiples of each other, you can say they are parallel. That's okay? Sure. So how do you show parallel? You have to find points and then see where you can multiply. Right? If you multiply PQ by 4, you'll get RS. PQ by 4 giving you RS. Okay? So that's the way you show parallel. Any questions online? Right, so look back at it. We found OS, PQ, RS. And in order to find PQ, what we have to do is to write down PQ, write down RS, and see how they're related, right? Ariana, you okay with that? Yolanda? Yeah, son, how they got PQ and RS. How we got? Because I went on from OR, from OR. OR is O to P plus P to Q. And O to P and P to R, sorry, P to R. To get OR. O to P and P to R. And once I found OR, I put it time to get RO. Yeah. Any questions, Julia? Question? How I got this minus 60 minus 12? How I got that? Because here I needed to find OR. I needed to get RO, right? So to get RO, I decided to find OR first. And to get OR is O to P, that's here, and then P to R. See that? O to P, that was 4-3 right here. And P to R is 12-9. When I had them, I got 16-12. Okay, let's go back there and do all that. All right, let's go again. Right, this one, new diagram, you gotta figure it out. Draw your own little diagram. It does not have to be perfect. Diagram does not have to be perfect, right? Let's pretend ABC looks like that. And try that, please. Oh, yeah, sorry. The year is June 2016. June 2016, number 11. Try that, please. Draw the diagram. And then see if you can find A, B, and AC. Take your time. It's the same process. Find the alternate route from A to B. Find the alternate route from A to C. โดย diagram โดยนักเรียนตัว I don't need to draw the diagram and start to look down. Right, follow this steps and correct. Right, go ahead, 90, try to go ahead, 90, here and Well, you think putting arrows on top. Are you writing that down? Right, so take that. To the spot, correct. Right, so linear now, please. Right, so remember to show collinear. You need A, B, B, C, and A, C. Right? You need A, B, you need B, C also, and you need A, C. And follow the steps I gave you on the board. You need so we will see. Follow. Stage we have AB. We have AB. Here. Yeah. BC. And have BC, right? Then what's step 2? It should be equal to exactly like A. Whatever I see is important. But yeah. Right, it's supposed to be collinear, right? Question said that it's collinear. Keep working. I want to see what you have. So add them now. Add them now. Don't forget back 80. Right. Alright, let's check it out. Yeah. Let's see how it went. Alright, so remember the question said determine if collinear, so you have to tell them collinear or not, right? So we draw a line. Alright, good. Page it to finish it. Right, so you draw a line A to B, you draw a line A to B. A to B will be A to O plus O to B. So that'll be 2 negative 2 positive 2 plus 6 what? I got 4 3.
Yeah.
And AC is what?
AC is
Right, A to O plus O to C.
Alright.
So that'll be minus 2 2 plus 10 4. So that'll be 8 6. Right, but in order to find collinear, I still need to find BC. So I'm finding BC and stuff here. Okay? BC is equal to BO plus OC. I am following the steps for collinear. AB, BC, AC. Right? And the B to O is what?
Negative 6, -1.
Right? B to O is negative 6, negative 1. O to C is 10 4. So I got 4 3 again. That's okay? I got 4 3 again. So what does that say about BC and AB? This is BC and this is AB. What does it say about AB and BC?
Yeah.
Right, they are parallel and equal in length. Right? So you can see that AB is parallel to BC. Right? That's the first step. AB is parallel to BC. And the last step is to add up AB and BC. AB, that's 4 3. BC is 4 3 as well. When you add them, you get 8 6. Which is what? Which is the same as AC. Therefore, they are collinear. Okay? Please write the correct statement, or like the statement, right? Write the statement.
Any online, any question? Jared, you got that online? Doreen? Patish, you can entry your well, quiet there. Patish, you can entry.
And one last thing on it. The letters will not always be A, B, and C. Yeah? The letters could change, right? It could be P, Q. Right? The letters could change. But it's the same principle, right? Find PQ, QR, and PR. Same principle, right? Find this, find this, find this. And then add up this and this, add up PQ and QR, and see if again PR. Okay? And then check and see if PQ parallel QR. Okay? So the letters might change, but it's the same three things proven. Okay? All okay with that? So they won't always be B and C. Okay, so you can find here, add it up, see if you get this, and then show that these two are parallel.
Right, let's go again. Please don't copy down the whole question, yeah? Send your hand out. Right here. Then you do. I think I'll do this one already. Check out if I done, check out if I did Jan 2016 already. Check back, please. Check and see if I did Jan 2016 already.
I think.
Check back and make sure now. Huh? I didn't do it?
Definitely not soon.
On God.
On.
Try that, please. Jan 2016. Try Jan 2016. Please draw your own little diagram.
Yeah.
Against you, right? The turn B until O B and
The term B and T. Right? It's in a point and a vector, that's in vertical.
you can just make it.
No, what is it like those from those time? Something like the one being is one thing. You don't watch it, you listen to things.
Somebody really like.
Yeah. Doesn't even make sense. Yeah. The boy coming just need to yeah, this one they don't find it. Yeah, from down there. No, that's way easier. They are you them. It would look like.
Alright, ready?
Just, are you done? Okay, you can touch up.
Right, so remember, the movement of the point, back, is that right? It will be done. Yes. First thing you would have done is that what you have done. Yes, yeah.
It was. They ask it.
Alright, let's check it out. O to B, all you have to do is write the coordinate vertically. A to B, that's A to O plus O to B. A to O is what? A to O will be positive 2, negative 8, and O to B is 4, 2. So the answer is 6 minus 6. Now, how do we get OM? M is the middle of what? M is the midpoint of AB, so let's pretend that's somewhere here. So how do we get OM? Draw a line from O to M. Right? Draw a line from O to M. So O to M is what? I'm following the arrows. What you all did? O to A to M. O to A plus A to M. O to A we know already. O to A is minus 2, 8. And 8M. 8M is half, that's the midpoint. Half of AB, which was 6 minus 6. So add in minus 2, 8 to 3 minus 3. And you'll get 1, 5. Yeah, that's OM. Last part, show AC is parallel to OM. Sorry, OB. So we know what is OB. So what do I need to find again? What do I need to find again? Jacob, to work out this last part here. AC. So we have to find AC. AC is A to O plus O to C. So A2 is 2 minus 8. And O to C is 0.9. So I got 2, 1. Right? Look at OB and look at AC. Are they parallel? Here you go. Look at AC here and look at OB.
Are they parallel? AC is 2-1, OB is 4-2. Right, okay. So you can multiply AC by 2, you get OB. Right, so OB is equal to 2 by AC. So therefore they are parallel. Right, therefore they're parallel. So they are double. Collinear, you okay with that? Right, so that's the way you show parallel, that's the way you show collinear. Right? And that's the end of the question. So next week, before we start the review of factorization and solving and things, I'm gonna give you a test on this. A multiple choice.
Oh, okay.
A multiple choice, right? Right, so I'll give you a multiple choice on this next week. Okay, that's it. Online, you all can log out. Please